Okay, I have to wait a couple minutes here. We had a bunch of people on the other one. There's Robert Propone saying it's not running. Yeah, the other one uh, is is dead in the water, so to speak. Robert Propone, you were here. There's still like 15 or something people over in the other one, I think. Unfortunately, hopefully they'll find this one. There was 11 over there. Uh, okay, so let's see. Are we coming through? It looks like we're coming through. Hopefully, people will come over here. I don't know what you heard of. Well, I don't know what got out on the last one, but I was just saying how today we found out the really sad news of the passing of Kenneth Otto, and so I wanted to dedicate today's show to him, and then I promptly the thing died. In true kind of Hal Sparks fashion. It seems like he has those type of problems too. But anyhow, and I'll just start this over again, I guess. If you can see my shirt, I'm wearing a NASA shirt, same shirt that I wore yesterday, but I just wanted to wear this because I know that NASA and things like that were really near and dear to Ken's heart, and so I just wanted to wear the shirt. Anyhow, so thanks for coming back. Looks like some people are finding the chat here, finding the stream. I don't know what happened on the other. All of a sudden, it just would not. It would not go. I don't know what happened. Thanks for being here. You got Robert Popont here. Jackie's here. Thank you, Gino Maynard. Thanks for coming in. Pisces Greeter. Thank you, Hella Kella, or Kella Hella. I always reverse that. Thanks for being here. Mike Mayberry here says no how tonight. He's driving. He's doing a show down in LA and actually Burbank, I think it is, at Flappers. And I believe he's on the road. I don't know if he's going to do any little things from the road. I don't think so, because those usually are kind of sketchy. The connection, between here, Vegas and LA, there's a lot of kind of just desert, remote areas, and doing live streams can be kind of iffy. Janelle Walker's here. 56 days rich. Hard to hit a thumb, but I gave one. Thank you so much. Pisces greeters there. Aaron, everybody. One-Eyed Cat's here. Thanks for being here. Cool shirt. I'm a Stellar guy too. Doug G's here. And Aaron is here. So from a hospital bed. Oh, I hope what happened there, you Aaron? I hope you're all right. Hope it's not, super serious or anything. Hope you get well soon. Sword Monkey, 83 million reasons I'm gutted. Kenneth missed today. Yeah, I don't understand that. But anyhow, Gino says, I can never say that word. I know what it means, but I can't say it. Schadenfreude, overload killed your stream, John. 83.8 million of. I don't know what is the 83 point. Oh, that was because of they awarded Eugene Carroll. Is that what she got today? I don't know why that would affect me. I'm on her side. Janelle Walker, get well soon. Yeah, get well soon. Please. Handy Girl's in here, says hey, yeah. Kella Hella saying hi. Okay, so we're doing the highs. Oh, Donald's punishment. Yeah, I just figured that out. Like I say, I've said before, I'm a little slow on the uptake on some of these comments. Just give me a minute. I'll usually get it, but it might take me a minute or so. Everyone's wishing Aaron well wishes, as am I, and Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to make this a whole show of just being, like down. But if anybody wants to talk about Ken or just say, some good things, or if there's a happy memories or anything you want to, that's fine. And we can talk about other things too. We can talk about Trump and E. Jean Carroll, and we can talk about everything because this is an open forum kind of show. But I just want to say real quick that Kenneth Otto, I never met the guy in real life. I only knew him, through the internet, through YouTube, basically. And immediately, he seemed like a friend. He seemed like someone that I knew, And he was always supportive of the show. And, man, I didn't, sorry about that. When you talk about someone who passes away, it can get to you. I didn't expect that to happen. I'm trying to get off the camera here. Anyhow, I don't want to bring it up because now I don't want this to be a crying show. But I just want to say that the guy seemed like a hell of a guy. Oh man. Sorry guys. All right, Ken, so we're all gonna miss you. And just hope you're in a better place. All right, so let's move on. Oh, man. I did not see this coming. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't, like I said, I didn't want this to be like some crying show. I'm going to need a minute. I think I'm just going to need a minute. All right. Okay, guys. I'm so sorry. Well, I hope you guys are all doing okay. I hope we're all doing okay. Life is short, So, just don't take things for granted. I am sorry. I know this is not good to watch. I'm so sorry. I can't even go. I don't know if I can go on. I don't know if I can even go on, man. It's just kind of ridiculous. Oh, man. I'm so sorry. Well, I don't know if I can go. I don't even know if I can do a show now. I really don't. Maybe this wasn't a good idea to come on today. I'm so sorry, man. And I'm sorry, I'm sorry for Ken's family and his friends and loved ones, and my condolences go out to them and to everyone who knew Ken. It's a sad day. Even though we knew it was coming, some of us have known he's been sick for a while, and we knew that it was going to come, but still, it doesn't make it any better. It doesn't make it any better or easier. I might just end the show because I can't just sit here and do this all day. I can't do this. I know I'd like to talk about something else. If I could just stop crying for a minute, all right, guys. Maybe should I just go ahead and end it? Should we make this probably the shortest live stream I've ever done? If I can't get it together, we're going to have to end it because, uh, you know, it's just a big cry show. I'm not making. I don't want to do a cry show. You know. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. All right, so it looks like you guys are trying to get the other subjects. We got talking about Elon Musk. That'll make me cry too because I love Teslas, but I'm not so hot on Elon anymore. Anyhow, I know, Janelle, you're right. I'm going to talk about something else. I didn't really mean to do all that. I just wanted to, pay my respects and give the guy, just say what he meant to me, and then all that stuff came out. I'm so sorry. Say how says Strugger John, don't make me rattle off 90s bands. Maybe that's what it would take. I don't know. Passman, I've known to be a distraction if needed. Handy Girl Emotion is healthy. Janelle Walker, yeah, Abbott sucks. So does Elon. Abbott says Abbott is. I call him a monster in a wheelchair. I'm sorry if that's offensive, but he's offensive. And the reason I'm not attacking people in wheelchairs, but I'm saying like sometimes we see someone in a wheelchair and we kind of have automatic sympathy, I guess, for somebody. And so here's this guy. He's in a wheelchair, but he deserves no sympathy whatsoever. He's a monster. He's evil. So don't let that wheelchair fool you, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's the title that started this. Yeah, maybe. Maybe so. The title card. All right, guys. So I guess I can go on. But thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share. And yesterday, remember my goal by end of day. And I was thinking like by end of day, I really meant like by 11:59 p.m. That we would hit 1,300 subs. We hit 1,300 subs by the end of that show. I mean, I wasn't sure because on my thing it kept saying it looking like it was in the 1290s because how it just goes 1.29K. And so I didn't know we'd hit 1,300. As soon as the show was over, I went and checked, and it was exactly 1,300. So you guys did it. It's all on you guys. I wouldn't have 1,300 subscribers by myself. It's because of you. You guys are in here chatting, and you're sharing, and you're liking and subscribing. It gets us on the algorithm, and we're growing. We're going to grow this show. If for no other reason, because we just need another voice. I don't think you can ever have enough voices out there that are promoting the truth, and that's really what I want to dedicate the show to. Well, I'm dedicating it to Ken, but I mean, I guess the channel in large part to just trying to help be another voice to get the truth out there. Robert Perpon says 1,300 party. So at some point we should have a party. Maybe if I get to like 100,000 or something like that, maybe we'll have the 100,000 party. But I guess my next goal, my next short-term goal is 1,500. Let's see if we can get to 1,500. And really the most important goal right now in short term is to get my watch hours up. And we are hovering right around 2,500 watch hours. I need 3,000 watch hours to get to the next stage of this show, the development of the show, and to get into a partner status and all that kind of stuff. So Kimchi, she says congrats. Thank you so much, Kimchi. Hey man, the congrats is on you guys because, like I said, you guys watch and you share and you subscribe, and it's like it's all on you, man. Sort of get 1,300 in a week. Hal is going to be pissed. I'm kidding. Well, actually, that's 1,300 over. I guess you could say over a 10-year period. Or I think I've been on YouTube. I think longer than 10 years. The date is on here somewhere. I think I've been on YouTube like 14 years or something like that. But I never ever really tried to get subs or anything until I started doing the live stream. Which was a couple years ago. I started doing this live stream, and then that's when I was, you get sort of conscious of subs and how important it is. If you want to have a show, that's kind of successful or whatever. So the first 12 or however many years, I really didn't care. I was just posting just things, a lot of like family stuff, or I was just I post some trucking video, a lot of trucking videos, but nothing really live. It was just stuff I would make, stuff on the road, and I had 100 subscribers and then 150 subscribers or something like that. And then one day, and this was before I think I started doing live stream. One day, all of a sudden, I got like, I want to say I got like over 100 subs, all kind of all at once. And I was like, whoa, how'd that happen? And then from that point on, I was kind of like, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to try to grow this channel and then do a live stream and all that kind of stuff. So, but it's because of you guys. You guys are amazing. So we got the highs and the buys here. I'm just, like I said, I try to kind of skip over them because otherwise I'll get 10 or 15 minutes behind in the chat. But thank you guys for all being here. 56, it says 5-hour live streams too, apparently. Yeah, I was looking, on my page the other day because I was checking out to see how many subs there were and everything. And then one of my old live streams popped up from, I guess it was last year or maybe 2 years ago. But that one was actually like a 6.5 hour live. Because I remember Liberal Dan the other day said that he had watched a 5-hour one. And I think my comment was, I think that might have been my longest one ever. And then I saw one that was like well over 6 hours long, and I was like, wow. And I seem to remember doing that and thinking like, okay, today's going to be a marathon day. I'm going to do like, see how long I can go. So I think that might be my longest one, but unless another one pops up, but that one was like 6 hours and 6.5 hours. But I normally only go, about 2 hours. But is a normal one. Yesterday we only did an hour, just doing that lead in to when Hal comes on at 4. But hopefully I'm back. Hopefully we're back. But yeah, as I say, we usually just do 2 hours or something like that. Let's see, let's in the chat here. Swinner Monkey said at Hal Sparks was on 35,000 while Summer was on 80,000. Wow. Really? Summer has 80,000? I don't think I even subbed to Summer. I have her on Facebook because she does a lot of stuff on Facebook. And I think I've friended her or whatever they call it on Facebook. I don't think I have her channel on YouTube. I need to look that up, and because she's funny, and she's got a show in Vegas right now. I've been meaning to drop by because it's funny. She's at the Virgin Hotel, and I drive by there a lot. It's just it's just a few blocks from where I live, and usually when I'm out Ubering, they have a big video billboard or whatever in front of the Virgin Hotel. And they run these on a loop, all the little clips of all the various shows, and her show comes up, and it's really cool. So I really want to do take a little quick video of it and post it for you guys. I think I'd be okay. I don't think that's any violation or anything. Now Kimchi is saying all shit on sending healing and love and good and food. I don't know. Is that for Aaron? I don't know what that was for because I know Aaron's in the hospital. I didn't know she was, but. Oh, yeah, okay. Handy Girl says, sorry, Aaron, sending healing thoughts. I saw that Aaron was in the hospital, and I don't know why, but I just hope you're okay and on the mend. Let's see here. 56 Rich says, the long and winding road. Something about pointing at a clock. I don't know. Andrea's driving home. You drive careful, Andrea. Always be careful out there on the road. Andrea's home. That was quick. All right. 56 Rich says, anyone else here use Spoutable? I don't think. Spoutable. What is Spoutable? I think I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. Andrea says, I hope and pray Ken knew how much he was loved. Me too. Surrender Monkey says, that's what he said. I can't imagine he'd lie. I remember him saying it, but not actually following up to find out who Summer was. Well, Summer's his girlfriend. She's the one every now and then she comes in and then Hal gets all excited, practically pops a boner, Remember? Even if we don't see her on camera, sometimes she's just off camera giving him little treat or something. So they're really cute because they're a little like cute couple, you know. Here's Keith Politi. 83.8 degrees of Schadenfreude. I'm trying to say that name right. I know what it means, but it's hard for me to say it. Schadenfreude. And if he keeps opening his mouth, I bet you the judge is like, you can come on back and sue him again if you want. If the stupid fucker can't keep his mouth shut, then just keep suing his ass, you know? It's probably what's going to happen. Because he can't keep his mouth shut. I bet you. I don't know what happened today. I don't if he ran out immediately and started running his mouth, or if his attorneys or I mean, if Eric. I mean, they need to just immediately, you know, put a gag, you know, physically gag the motherfucker, you know. But hey, man, and I wonder if she's ever going to see any money, because you know how he tries to get out of it. There was always, you know, I don't know, but or if he even has the money. He claims to be a billionaire, but I don't think he is. Sayha says, Summer, she's a showgirl, has a stage show in Vegas. Yeah, I was just talking about that just 2 minutes ago. Andrea, we will be doing a special Sparklers Zoom tribute to Kenneth Otto. Links will be sent out. Yes, absolutely. That was tomorrow. It's for tomorrow. I saw the link. Thank you, Andrea. I saw the post on that. That will be a special time. We can have a little get together, a little tribute to Ken. So yeah, whoever wants to partake in that would be great. Kelly Hella says, art of the squill any moment now. Pisces Reader says, listening but resting, feeling blah. Well, I hope that you can get unblawed. Yeah, just take a rest. Sometimes you just gotta take a rest and you know, maybe have some tea or something. Andrea says, I use Spoutable, love it. I don't know if I have Spoutable because I got so much stuff downloaded. I can't even keep it straight. Keith Politi. I'm sorry, Keith. I can't say your last name either, man. Schadenfreude. Okay, I know, Schadenfreude. There we go. Let's see here. Ketchup is coming. Handy Girl, ketchup coming in 3, 2. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Watch out. Watch out for the flying ketchup. Sword Monkey says, I know now, laughing out loud. At the time, I wasn't stalking Hal. If I'm honest, I don't know who he was. He was ripping Trump apart, and that shit is fun. That's right. I mean, people like Hal even asked the question, like, how do you know me? And a lot of people, it was just from just the YouTube feed, live stream. And then other people, it was from Queer as Folk. Other people, it was from Talk Soup. Other people, it was I Love the 80s. Other people, it was from, Dude, Where's My Car? Or whatever it was. So he has this stuff going on, and you could know him from any one of those things, or all. Robert Propole says he's definitely not a billionaire. His debt may outweigh his assets. Pisces Reader says, thank you, Trucker John. There's Kimchi with the highs. I'm skipping the highs because I'm already behind. Andrea says they need to jail his butt. That would be nice. And I've been hearing, for years now, people, kind of trusted people. I like even Randy Rhoads said that he will end up in jail. And I think I think maybe Hal's even said that. But they've been saying it for like 5 years now or whatever, or years now. And we're all getting a little impatient with that. We want to see that fucker behind bars, Karen Bass says she will see it. In order for him to appeal, he has to post an equivalent bond with the court. Wow, that's huge. That's huge. I don't know why. Trump's always playing the accordion or whatever. Anyhow, 56 Rich says, I've got 2 Spoutable accounts. The old one has over 650 followers. The new one's 7. Spoutable. Boo-ba-doo-boo. People, when X took a shit, everyone's saying, go to here, go there, go this, do Mastodon. I tried Mastodon. Mastodon is a fucking horror show. I mean, as far as like navigating it, I hate Mastodon. I think I have a Mastodon account. I don't even know how it works. I downloaded Threads. Threads is okay, I guess. I downloaded Stackable. All these things. I just don't think anything is really as good as Twitter was. People say they're bailing out because they don't like Elon Musk and they don't like all the hate shit. I don't really see it. I just scroll past it. I still have my Twitter account. I like Twitter the best. I mean, I like YouTube and Twitter. And I'm still calling it Twitter, I guess, but I'm living in the past. But I've tried all these other ones, and they just don't seem to be as good. They're not formatted right. Twitter was nice. Twitter was great. And then, Elon, he's kind of fucked it up, but I don't really see too much of a difference, actually, if you want to know the truth. So to me, I like Twitter and I like YouTube. Even though, and I have Instagram, I have Facebook, I have all that shit. But I really don't like them. I like Twitter and Facebook. I mean, and YouTube. Those are the 2 things I like the best. Everything else is just kind of burdensome, Anyhow, that's my opinion. But it's good that we have all these choices because I think there's a social platform for everybody, and for everybody there's a social platform. Just about. It seems like there's plenty to choose from, and you can find which one you really like. So that's good. Robert Papon says your hands are far too big to be Trump. That's right. I got big hands and big feet, and I won't go any further. Jano Maynard says his big orange butt outweighs Donnie's assets. Yeah, and the guy's gross. And the only reason we point out his grossness, whether it's, that he's fat or that he wears diapers, any of that shit, is because he's the one that is so critical of everybody else. Like he's a fucking Adonis, right? He made fun of the handicapped guy, the reporter. He makes fun of, he would say that like certain beauty pageant winners or whatever need to go on a diet. They're getting too fat. And here he is, a big fat slob, right? All this kind of stuff. So if you're going to open yourself up to that, especially if you're on a big national platform like he is, even before he was president, he was a celebrity, you're going to open yourself up to, I think, being fair game. So if you're going to say someone's ugly, then you better be fucking the most handsome guy. You better be fucking, you better make Brad Pitt like like an ugly duckling. If you're going to complain about someone's weight, then you better be, you better have like 3% body fat or something, and if you're going to make some fun of someone's handicap or whatever, then you better not have, since probably by these reports, since his 40s, he's been wearing a diaper because he fucking, and some people, they say it's because of all the Adderall and all the shit that he was snorting, that it fucked up his sphincter. I don't know. Whatever it is. And so you better be pretty fucking perfect if you're going to like just, trash everybody else, So he pile on Trump. He deserves everything, all that. He deserves it. Let's see here. Where am I at here? Kind of just skipping through. If I skip some of your chats, sorry about that, but otherwise I'll be way too behind. Here's Hedge Enemy. Hey, Hedge Enemy, thanks for being here. It says none of them have achieved what is called network effect, which is the point at which a platform sort of snowballs and becomes a cultural phenomenon. Which I guess is what Twitter was able to do. It's just a shame that what's the guy who owned it, Jack, whatever, he sold it. And then I wonder if he thought that Elon Musk was going to really just trash it like he did. But I don't. I don't know. I don't really think it's that bad, but Crimson 66 says, I believe E. Jean Carroll has 2 more defamation lawsuits. Wow. Terrence Muntz says, dig a moan around Trump's Mar-a-Lago house. Oh, excuse me, castle. Hey, Terrence Muntz. How you doing? Glad to see you here. Gino Maynard said, since I use my real name and face, Twitter sucks. I use my real face. You know, see over there I put, and my name is kind of in it. I think I'm King Foulness. Is that my name? I should know, right? I've had that account for many years. I think it's just King Foulness. My last name is Fowler, so it was like a little, me, always trying to be witty, even though I'm witless. Part of the Witless Protection Program. See, Rose Blake says, that's funny, surrender. What did I miss? What surrender? Where's surrender? What did I miss? I don't know. Because I kind of skipped. Oh, Surrender Monkey says, Trump's billions are only in rubles, and I think Putin overpaid him. Yeah, that's probably it, huh? Rose Blake. Okay, I read that. Passing Wind, Diaper Dawn. Yeah, instead of Dapper Dawn, Diaper Dawn. Hey, Passing Wind, by the way. Thanks for being here. Keith Pulit says, House suggested that Trump left the courtroom to take care of... Yes, and he's probably right. He's probably right. Rosebank said, Brad Pitt doesn't wear deodorant. Uh-oh. I thought that was Matthew McConaughey. Maybe both. I don't know. Sayhouse says, old iPhones with original Twitter bird icon are worth big money now. Ooh. I did the update, so that changed it. Kellahella says, I can't wait for the original trials, and he has to ask to go change his diaper. Yeah, because he can't just storm out in a criminal trial, apparently. Your Honor, need to do a little diaper change. Hey, there's Adam Westers. Thanks for being here, Adam. Say ha, the original icon for the Twitter app, you mean? Yeah, that's what he meant. I believe. Robert Pepon says he had $44 billion reasons not to care what Elon did to it. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, he took the money and ran. So, 44 billion, man, that's a good chunk of change. Guess you can't blame the guy. AJX1, good afternoon. Well, good afternoon to you, AJ. Thanks for being here. Hope everything's safe out there on the road. Hope you're not dealing with too much garbage out there. And by garbage, I mean whether it's weather or other drivers, whatever. Sehas says, yep, and Adam Moss. Andreas says, be right back, bringing in the groceries. That's what I just did before the show. I brought in some groceries, did a little grocery shopping. Deidre says, hey, everyone. Hey, Deidre. Thanks for being here. We're just shooting the shit. Not sure if I've seen you before, so thanks for being here. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. And we just recently hit 1,300 subscribers. Now we're trying to get to 1,500. So anything you guys can do, the best thing you can do, I guess, is to share the show, and then maybe someone else will come in and subscribe. So make sure you sub and share and all that good stuff. But thanks for being here. Great to see you. Rosebreak says it's both. It's both McConaughey and Brad Pitt. Well, those guys, I'm sure they're just so naturally, sweet smelling. Aaron West says, hey, Adam. Adam West says, at Karen Best, are you talking about if E. Jean Carroll will get any actual money out of Trump? I hope so, if that's what you're asking. And I think, was it Karen or someone said that he can't appeal unless he puts up that money. So I guess if he doesn't appeal, then that's where getting the money might be hard. I don't know. Passing Wind says, Don, Vlad, can I borrow 800 million, Vlad? Again, Don? Adam Washington says, say how Kelly, everybody. Deidre, hi. I kind of skip over the highs. I try to because otherwise I'll be 20 minutes behind in this chat. Deidre says, I'm in house stream sometimes, and I don't realize you had a pagey. A page. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I do. I have a channel. I'm in house chat also. And yeah, I do. I have a channel. Here it is right here. And I'm glad you found me. Thanks so much. Sometimes, you know, I try to just glom on to the Hal Sparks name, but I love Hal Sparks. I'm a big fan. And if he's going to be off, let's say some of his normal times that he's usually on, then I'll try to go in and get that time slot, and then hopefully we can all meet here and just, you know, shoot the shit. But it's open to everybody. You don't have to be a Hal Sparks fan. This is open forum, open style, open channel. It's open to everybody. We're diverse crowd, and so I appreciate you all being here. Karen Bass says yes. I guess, was that from Adam Wash's question about the thing with the thing? Adam AJ 63 in the chat. That's 3 baseball teams. Wow. Well, there you go. We could start our own little league, maybe a 3-team league. Okay, so Karen Bass says, and the first trial was $5 million. He's appealing that and had to post a $5 million bond with the courts for that one. But now it's what, $83 million. And so if he wants to appeal, he's got to put up an $83 million bond. Does he? He might have that in one of his so-called, you know, super PACs or whatever, because he's been robbing all that money that people are donating to him for his supposed campaign has been just a slush fund for his lawyer's fees. He might just take it out of that, you know. And I don't even know if that's legal or not. I don't think it is, right? It's supposed to be for campaigning, not for your lawyer's, you know, your defense of all these trials against you. But let them do it. Let that be another thing that they could, you know, stick him in jail for, I guess. There's Jackie. Hey, Jackie. Jackie saying hey to Deidre and everybody. Glad to see you, Jackie. Mike's Organic Videos, new subscriber. Hey, Mike. Hey, thank you so much for subscribing, Mike. I applaud you, sir. I'll do the, is this sort of the DiCaprio? You know, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. I really do. I was trying to do some sort of a Spice Girl thing there, I guess. Didn't come out right. But thanks for being here. Deidre says, hey, y'all, Crimson. Well, yep, I'm gonna skip the highs if I. Adam Bush says, I had to step away for a second. Did John mention the money thing? I'm hoping to find an answer about that. Well, the money thing, we've been talking about the money thing, and Karen has been explaining it to us. So, Deidre says, cool, glad I came, thank you. Well, I'm glad you're here. And all the new people that are here, it's great. Make sure you do subscribe and like and share and talk. You know, we have a pretty good chat, pretty good chatters here. Karen Bass says, that's how I stumbled in a couple weeks ago. I saw Hal Sparks and just jumped in. It was so much fun. I just keep coming in. Oh, thank you so much, Karen. Glad you're here. And y'all make it fun. There's Thazu Mob. So you're making money using Hal's name. Does Hal know about this? I am not making any money using Hal's name. I don't know how you. Well, I guess. I guess there are some people that do. I have a buy me a coffee thing. A couple people have donated to that. So I guess you can, if you want to say that. But I don't know. But I would like to think that I'm making money. I think I've made about $150 or something on the buy me a coffee thing. In which we're putting that money towards a new computer for the show. Everything's going for the show. But Thazu Mob, that's a bit trolly. I know you're a bit trolly. That's cool. That's cool. It sounds a bit trolly. I don't know. But I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I don't know how it was about it, to tell the truth. But you know, I don't care. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it's so egregious. You know, it's not egregious. It got you guys here because, you know what, I'm fighting the algorithm. I'm fighting this damn algorithm. I'm trying to find a way to get people in here so we can hang out and have a good time, you know? And we can we can all be a voice for the truth, right? Okay, and the truth is, okay, full disclosure, I put Hal Sparks into the title. Have I made some money? I don't make any money from YouTube. I do have a Buy Me a Coffee account where people have donated to that. Like I said, I think it's like $150 over the last couple years or something. So yeah, I'm rolling it, man. I'm rolling in the dough. Okay, so enough of that. You little snarky guy, you little snarky person. That's okay. That's cool. 56 says maggots are easily conned. I suppose. Deidre says that's awesome. Karen Bass. Andrea says, okay, I'm back in. All right. Glad you're back. Keith Polite says, hope Melania's prenup is solid. Oh, yeah. I really don't hope anything about her other than, you know, I don't, you know, Barron is still a kid, so I don't want anything bad to happen to him, right? When he's 18, I don't give a fuck, I guess. No, that's not nice. But as far as Melania, I don't really care if she gets burned or not burned. You know what I mean? Pastor Williams says, what kind of gun do you shoot at diapers? A scatter gun. Ba-da-boom. Certain Monkey says, damn it, I got 67th, but I'm claiming 69th anyway. Was that for the thumbs up? Well, thank you very much. Yeah, we got 69. And it depends on which device I look at. But anyhow, yeah, we're up there. So thanks for watching, and thanks for everybody for being here. We got where am I at now? Rose Blake says the Hal Sparks group can all be comedians. They are hilariously smart. I'll second that emotion. Aaron West says 11 Out Thazoo Mob is a troller. Well, I don't know. Whatever, you know. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool. So we got people saying hi. I'm skipping the highs because I am behind. I know I'm really behind, right? Seahawks says now he needs an $83 million bond. Laughing out loud. Pisces Greeter says, oh, thank you. Serena Monkey says Tucker John makes his money from hitchhikers that have never seen his stream and my warnings. Luckily for the hitchhikers, I don't pick up hitchhikers. So, Kella Hella says Bonnie Raitt gonna go on tour this spring. Oh, okay, she's good. Bonnie Raitt's good. Seha says Cherry Pesky. Who's Cherry Pesky? Did I miss Cherry Pesky? I don't know. AJX1 says average chat viewers went up by 450%. Probably. I haven't done the math on it, but we are up. That's for sure. Pisces Greer says hi, and AJ. Oh, I said I was going to skip the highs, and I forgot. Adam says, no. Hey, there's Thazoo Mob again. Let's see what dazzling, wit we're gonna get here. Thazoo Mob says, yeah, but you're using someone else's name. Use your own. Well, if you look right underneath there, it has a little icon with me holding a cup of coffee, and it says Trucker John right there. So there you go. It also says you're stuck with me. So that should imply to you that this is my channel. Right? This is me in here. And if you got a really problem about it, yeah, you're out. Bye. Okay, good. Bye. Go. Good. I mean, you don't gotta be here. You can just. That's the beauty of it, right? There's no one's forcing you to be here. See, Adam says Thazoo. If Hal had a problem with it, he would have said something. He hasn't. Please drop the issue. Yeah. Bye, Thazoo. And I could block you. Let's see. I don't know because I probably could block you or whatever. But whatever, you can just leave. That's cool. I'm cool with it. Crimson says, I would love to go see her. Bonnie Raitt, yeah. I wonder if she's going to play in Vegas. Probably at some point. 56 says, good day, by the way, Teresa. Crimson, okay, I'm going to skip these. Here's Elizabeth saying, rest in peace, Ken. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Adam Weston says, oh no, what? Adam, you didn't hear? Yeah, our dear friend, Kenneth has passed away. So yeah, And we were talking about him earlier, so, you know, it's a sad day. Jackie says, Elizabeth, the Price Weird says, okay, I'm going to skip these highs. Aaron West says, stop Thauzu Mob. Like I said, you know, whatever, it's no big deal. Yeah, I used the name. I put his name in there. And look what I got. A bunch of you wonderful, wonderful sparklers to come in and chat with me. As well as some non-sparklers, I suppose. Like AJX1 is not really a sparkler, but we love AJX1 just as much, right? Robert Prepole says, it's not how are you, it's how high are you? Okay. A little, you know, play on words there. Aaron West says, I think the coward left. I don't know. That's not, we don't have to go calling names. You know, he came in, said his piece. Their piece. I should say they, because I don't know, you know, whatever it is. Sort of Monkey says, have you tried using inflated nose like Trump does? It's never worked, but it would be funny and not the worst lie I've seen on YouTube. I don't know what exactly you mean. Keith Pollitt says, lots of ketchup being flung tonight. He should be especially unhinged at this rally tomorrow. Oh yeah, you know it. He's going to be totally unhinged, completely unhinged. There's Cheryl Nelson Vlogs. Hi, Cheryl Nelson Vlogs. I don't know if I've seen you here before. Thanks for being here. Really do appreciate it. Appreciate it. And thanks for being here. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button and the share button. We are now trying to get up to 1,500 subs. We just hit 13 yesterday, and it's because of you guys. I asked you guys. I said, hey, let's set a goal. We'll get to 1,300 by the end of the show or by the end of the day, and we did it by the end of the show. You know, so that was awesome. So now we're trying to get to 1,500, not by end of day. I'm not expecting to get 200 more today, but just whenever it happens. But you know, let's make a goal here. 1,500. Let's keep growing the show. Let's get big and mighty, and maybe to the point where I won't have to put Hal Sparks in the title anymore. Right? And once I get rolling, you know, I won't need to do that shit. Vic Norton says, "Good day from down under." Well, good day to you. Good day to you. Full disclosure, on my TV, I've got YouTube playing, and it's not me. I've got Melissa Jane YouTube channel. She likes to do she's coloring, and she's from Australia. So anyhow, and I just got her on there because, you know, give her a like, or I gave her a like and I give her a watch. That's the kind of guy I am. All right, guys. So let's see where we at here. But thanks for being here. That's great, Vic Norton from Down Under. Thanks. How did you hear about the show? By the way, I don't think I've seen you before. Great to see you. We got new people coming in all the time. That's awesome. So everyone's saying hi. I'm skipping the highs to the lows. There you go. Trying to get caught up. Kelly Hell says Wall Street run on Hines, Del Monte. Andrea says Wizzy, Hart. Surrender Monkey says no's are numbers abbreviated. How do Americans not know this? Shaking my head. I don't know, man. Let me go back. Let's go back. I'm running it back. Have you tried? Oh, inflated numbers. Well, to be fair, it would be N-O period. Okay? If you're not going to put a period in there, then it looks like the word no or something. I don't know. So there, Mr. British guy. Shaking my head. No, surrender monkey. I'm just just playing. Let's see here. Where am I at? Let me get back to you. Andrea says, Truckadron rocks. Thank you so much, Andrea. Thanks so much. I try to rock, you know. Karen Bass says he seems to do his best unhinged rants in the middle of the night. So who knows? Oh, he's gonna be hate tweeting. The kids are out. I don't know if you can hear him. He's gonna be hate tweeting until 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, you know, until he passes out on the toilet, probably. He's probably gonna, you know, I just had a flashback of Elvis. And I love Elvis. He's one of my, as a kid growing up, I loved Elvis. So I don't mean to, you know, seem like I'm bashing Elvis or whatever, but I just had this vision of like Trump going out the Elvis way, you know, just croaking right there on the toilet. Anyhow, we got Cheryl Nelson Vlogs. Hey, Andrea and all sparklers. Good to see everyone here. It's good to see you. See you too. Elizabeth says, who knows who may bring more subscribers to Hal? It says, who knows? You may bring more subscribers now. Well, maybe it's a two-way street. I would like to think it's simpatico, you know? It's like a two-way street. You know, I scratch his back, he scratches my back, you know? I don't know. But anyway, I'm just glad you guys are here. It really is awesome to see how this show, this little tiny show, where we just really, literally had, you know, a handful of people, and to see it grow, it is an amazing thing, and it's all you guys, man. Just keep liking and subscribing and sharing, and we'll just you know, have great chats here. Rose Blake says hello, Cheryl Nelson Vlogs. I said I wasn't going to read the highs. I keep reading the highs. I have nothing against the highs. It's just that I'm like 10 minutes behind in the chat. Keith Polite says Dark Brandon's economy is doing just fine. Thank you very well. I added the very much part. Thank you. And it is. Dark Brandon, let's see what we're talking about. Dark Brandon economy. It's the best of my lifetime. I'm 63 years old. They keep saying 50 years. I'm gonna challenge that. I'm gonna go all the way back to 63 years. I may be wrong because statistically, maybe in the 60s, you know, they had a boom or something. The Vietnam War is going on. Maybe that helped the economy. I don't know, but damn, the Dark Brandon economy is kicking ass, and don't you dare, you know, forget it. It is kicking ass. Cheryl Nelson Vlog says at Trucker John, you live. Oh no, your live feed. I'm sorry. Came up because I watch Hal. The algorithm sent me. Well, there you go. The algorithm can giveth, and the algorithm can take it away, I think. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it so much. Elizabeth says, holding on tight to that hard drive. Kalahela. 56, Nick Rich says, I hear kids. Yeah, the kids are out there being kids. It's actually warming up. The last couple of nights, they haven't been out so much because it's been kind of cold and rainy. It's been in the 60s, and I was looking at the forecast. It's going to be almost 70 degrees here over the next few days, like upper 60s. And in February, I mean, I know we're in the desert, and people think it's hot here all the time, but that is way, way, way above average temperature. If we hit close 68, 69 degrees, that's got to be at least 10 or 15 degrees above normal for a daytime high, I think. So yeah, we're gonna get some nice warm temperatures. It was just nice to have that, I guess, but still, I'm kind of thinking I wish we would have. You know, I'm afraid that if we have this warm winter, that our summer is gonna be an unbearable time. You know, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. Soldier Monkey says, will Trump start charging people $1 for using his name? It's a brand. $78 million just for voting him into office. Well, he does charge for his name when he puts it on buildings. His name is all over buildings that he had nothing to do with. They just pay to put his name up there. And I heard that some places are taking his name down because his name is getting so, you know, bad now. Pepsi Max, 83 million. I don't think it will stop him. There's Pepsi Max. Thanks for being here. I don't think I've seen Pepsi Max before, so thanks for being here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up for me, and like and subscribe and share. There's NMKC Ariema, another new person I've never seen. Thank you for being here. Really, 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 really awesome to see you here. Really do love seeing all the new faces, new names in there. Pastor Wynn says, bring me more Big Macs, extra ketchup. Yeah, he's just on his little throne there, I'm sure, just steaming. Simon says 55. That sounds like a new name. No, this is all going to end with Melania showing Donald's severed head to the police helicopters. That's so funny. Simon says 55. Thanks for being here. Really do appreciate you. Make sure you hit the thumbs up for me. There's Treva. I've seen Treva before, but a fairly new. What are we gonna call me? Like Hal has sparklers. What are you guys? Truckers? A new trucker? Treva says, hey, Trucker John, and looky here at all the sparklers. I can't stay. Well, okay. Well, thanks for dropping by. Hope you give me a thumbs up on your way out. But thanks for coming by. Maybe you can stay longer in the next one. I usually do every Tuesdays and Thursdays, usually around 9 a.m. Pacific time. And then on Thursday, I might do a double dip, 9 a.m. Pacific time, and then like a 3 p.m. for an hour before Hal comes on. And then I like to do Saturday. I like to do a Saturday show, like an impromptu, sometime over the weekend type of deal. So hopefully you hit the notification button, and then whenever I come on, you hopefully will get notified. And we can just do it all over again. There's Pepsi Max is sitting on the toilet with a bucket of chicken and his phone. Oh boy, what an image. What an image is that? Janelle Walker says, that's a fact, Jack. Thanks for being here, Janelle. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for me. Surrender Monkey says, I gotta say, in the UK, Trump is how children say they farted, and it's hilarious that Shitnickers Trump has embraced the single true fact about himself. That's funny. I just trumped. Whoever trumped it, smelt it, or dealt it, whatever. Liz was laughing. Joe Walker at Pepsi Max. More laughter. Yeah, because that's quite the image you put in our heads there, Pepsi Max. NMKC, Oriema says, yep, here too, in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I was wondering if you were from New Mexico when I saw the NM. 70 tomorrow, but cold at night still. Yeah, it just dropped down into the 40s. I'm not sure if we're hitting the 30s or not anymore right now. But I know New Mexico gets cold. I lived there for a little while. Up in Las Vegas, I went to New Mexico Highlands University up there, and that was one of the coldest places up to that point that I had ever been in during the winter. Just the wind and the cold, and the daytime high. There'd be snow on the ground. The daytime high would only get to like 12 degrees, and then it'd be windy as fuck, and it would just cut right through you, man. Ugh, it was cold. But it was nice though, up there. I mean, other than that. 56 Twitch says, last year was the hottest ever recorded, and I hope we don't break that record, but I'm afraid we might. If we're having such warm winters and weird winters, even though everyone's getting those Arctic blasts down back out east in the Midwest and everything, but we're having these weird extremes, right? Because like it was a warm winter, and then all of a sudden this Arctic blast comes through, and that's kind of the sign of global warming, right? Is these weird extremes that we get. Sharon Nelson Vlog says, we are going to break high records here next week with highs in the upper 50s in the Seattle area. Yeah, I guess it's not just Vegas, huh? I don't know if we're breaking records, but I know this, pretty sure this is higher than normal. Elizabeth says we need snowpack. Now, I did see, was it the broadcast? I don't know if you guys ever hear the little broadcast, like, that usually on like Randy Rhodes or something, in the breaks, they'll have the broadcast. And I think they said, I guess with all this snow they got during these Arctic blasts and stuff, that now we went from being like having almost no snowpack, or now we have like an excessive amount of a snowpack. So that's that weird, extremes that we're getting. MKKC Araminda says, yep, perfect sparkler. Awesome. Love the sparklers. Crimson 66 says it's 44 and raining in the crater. Resumes Portland. Yeah, that big crater up there, just nothing left. Kellahella says, Elizabeth, what do you need packed? Oh, I didn't see what. The snowpack. I get it. Okay, it was a joke, I think. 56 says John's Jungle. Jungle. It reminds me too much of like Jim Rome or something, maybe. Could just be I don't know. My dispatchers. I don't know. Something will evolve, I guess. Elizabeth says, gotta dust the cobwebs out first. Robert Pierpont, mother truckers. My mother truckers. Karen Bass says, sparklers are just naturally wonderful people. I believe that. I kind of believe that. NMKC says, I can do that, truckers. I used to haul heavy till I fell off a load and broke my back. My, oof. Well, I hope you healed up okay. I don't know. I mean, wow. You fell off a load. Were you flatbed? Were you tarping or something? If I may ask, if you don't mind me asking. Elizabeth, Jackie's laughing. Elizabeth Passing Wind says we could be called futhermuckers. Ooh, I don't know. Something. I want something light and cute, like sparkler. You know, it would be like co-drivers, something like that. I don't know. Cynthia from Texas, rest in peace, sparkler brother Kenneth. Oh yeah, absolutely. Rest in peace, man. Love from Texas. Crimson 66 says Cheryl Nelson vlogs laughing out loud. That's shorts weather for us West Coasters. Sweater Monkey says 56. Sorry about that. You are not wrong. I was out in my banana hammock and it was hot as a subject brought up in the invention trial. Surrender Monkey, you're funny. Andrea says the truckers, good name. The truckers, yeah, my truckers, my co-drivers, my bunk buddies. No. That's not right. I don't know. Kelly says, doesn't Mad Max busk in Las Cruces? You mean Mad Max, the movie Mad Max? I know they shot that now in Australia, I think. Tracy Theitke's here says Melania needs to divorce idiot before she loses everything. She should end up with nothing when he ends up in jail. First of all, Tracy, thanks for being here. I just want to say hi. I don't think I've seen you here before, so thank you so much for coming on in. Make sure you hit those thumbs ups for me. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, thanks for being here. We were talking about Melania earlier. We're talking about if she has a prenup and whether she has a prenup or not. And I was just, my response was just, I really don't give a fuck if she gets burned or not burned. Because I think she's just as bad as all of them. I mean, not as bad as Trump, I guess, but I mean, she's no angel. You know what I mean? If she walks away with nothing, then that's on her. Adam Wesh says it is 84 right now up in Hawaii. That's pretty warm. Elizabeth says high desert can get pretty cold. It can. I know. I've lived in the high desert my entire life. Adam Wesh says surrender monkey 11 allow me too. I'm wearing cut off everything. I can't take the heat. NMKC says, oh yeah, the wind is ridiculous. That's what makes it so cold at night. The wind chill. I know, man. Elizabeth says, be right back. NMKC Oriema says, you're way behind. The perfect was the way you pronounce my name. Maybe I lagging. I am way behind. Way behind. Senator says that I sweat eating cold sandwiches. F the heat. I truly can't do sunbathing unless I'm passed out with beer, which apparently is quite a bit. Philly 3000. Hi, everyone. Well, hello to you, Philly 3000. Thanks for being here. Another new person. Hope you hit the thumbs up and subscribe and like and share. Truckies, Keith Pollitt says. Truckies, my Truckies. Maybe. That reminds me of, there's a town called Truckee in over Donner Pass there in California on I-80. I got stuck in that town on one of my very first weeks of driving. I mean, I was brand new after I'd gone through my training for 6 weeks. And so I was out solo. I think it was my first week solo. I ended up getting stuck because I parked on the side of a road during a snowstorm. And they closed the freeway down, so I had to park. And then the snowplows came along, and they anyone who was parked along the street you just got buried with snow. Hey, watch it. I don't know what happened out there. Something loud. The kids are out there doing loud stuff. But anyhow, Where am I at now? Let's see here. Passing wind says, well, it made you smile, and that was really my main purpose. Okay. See, now I'm so far behind in the chat. Oh, Futhermuckers. Okay, yeah. Well, that's cool. Like I said, something will evolve. Something will come out eventually, I guess. Pepsi Max says could be called Hitchhikers. Hey, I kind of like that one. I kind of like that. Did somebody else allude to that about hitchhiking? But my hitchhikers, yeah, maybe. Felix 2000, my uncle Joe Cohn. He owned overseas shipping company back in the 70s. Wow. That's quite a business, quite an undertaking. Surger Monkey says, killing it with Trucker John. Aaron says, navigators, my navigators. Hey, I kind of like that. Yeah, my navigators. Robert Papon says, we are lot lizards. Come on, that's perfect. My lot lizards. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's like me calling you guys whores or something. And so I'm not sure about that one. Kellehill says, no chat, Mad Max. Oh, there's a Mad Max in there's a chatter Mad Max. And is he from New Mexico? Is that what the thing is? I don't know where he's from. Las Cruces? I don't know. Treva says truckies. Truckies. Yeah, somebody else said truckies. My truckies. I think my favorite so far was, what was the one that I just had a big reaction to? Now I can't remember. That I kind of liked. I guess I kind of liked Hitchhikers for some reason. NMKC Orima. Oh yeah, that was years ago. Hauled heavy equipment, but yeah, up in the UP, Michigan, tarp was frozen inside, and hot a spot the wrong way. Totally my fault. Healed mostly fine, but ended my career. Wow. Well, I'm glad that it healed up okay. That's the main thing. I did flatbeds for less than a year. I think only like 6 months. And I was in my 50s, right? I was like, when was this? When I did this? Early 50s, mid 50s. So I'm 63 now, so it wasn't too long ago, but I never had done flatbeds before. It was like this mom and pop company from Palmdale. And the guy just sort of took me out one day, had me drive just to show me how the flatbeds are different than a dry van, how they sort of, when you go around a curve and a corner, they sort of do this type of a thing. And then he showed me how to, he did this all in just like a couple of hours, like how to tie down the straps and tighten them down. And he just showed me some of the dunnage and when to use the dunnage and just a real quick thing, and then he just sent me out. So I was really learning on the job, and I was about 6 months into it when I had a really, 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 really heavy load of lumber. It was like this big, they were like, kind of like they were like 2x, but they were like, I guess 2x6s, and they were like 20 feet long or longer. I don't know, and it was stacked up. I thought it was over. You know how a dry van is 13.6? And when they loaded it up. I looked at it and I go, I think that's too tall, guys. I think that's higher because it looked taller than 13.6. And they said, you want to measure it? And I said, yeah. So we measured it, and it was exactly legal, 13.6. It was tied down, strapped down, and I was taking it from like somewhere like around LA or whatever out to Albuquerque is where it was supposed to go. I got as far as Gallup, New Mexico. And I was going around at exit 16. I had gotten off, went to the TA or something, got some lunch or gas or whatever, diesel. And then when I was getting back on, it has that, it's almost like a complete circle, curly Q on ramp. And I remember taking it nice and slow. I went into it. I remember looking at my speedometer, and I was going like 8 miles an hour. And then as I got about halfway through it, I was just slowly, I guess, kind of increasing my speed, which was probably a mistake. But I remember I looked to my left to see what kind of traffic was coming, up on the freeway. And then I looked at the speedometer, and it was going I was 16 miles an hour. So I had doubled my speed at about, about halfway through that curve. And apparently that was too much too soon. Because I thought, I remember seeing the speed thinking, okay, I'm good. And as soon as that happened, it was like I heard this screeching tires, screeching sound. And at first I was like, what is that? I didn't realize that was me, because that was my... And then the wheels sort of jerked out of my hand. And I looked in the mirror and I could see the trailer tipping over. So the trailer tipped over, and then the cab tipped over. And then all the glass shattered, and I was just like, oh, fuck, And so that was my end of my flatbed days. No more flatbedding for me after that. But all I got was, I ended up getting, I thought I was fine. I thought I was uninjured. But evidently, because I remember I went home and I was at home, and I started getting really sick. And at first I just thought I had a really bad flu or something. And then I saw this really dark red and dark colored line going up my leg. And as the days went by, it kept climbing up like the inside of my thigh. And I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker. So finally, after I think 3 days or something, I finally went into the hospital, into ER or whatever it was. And they said, you have an infection, and that infection, you don't want it to keep going, because look where it's going. And it was basically going up into my balls, or into my crotch. So they put me on this IV immediately, IV antibiotics, and I had to get massive doses of antibiotics over the next few days on this IV drip thing, right? And then it went away and it cleared up. And they said, and then they asked me, because I was like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why I got this thing. And they go, were you recently in a car accident or something? And I was like, yeah, I was. Like last week, I wrecked my truck. And I go, I didn't really get hurt or anything, but I just wrecked. And they go, did the glass break? And I was like, yeah, the windshield and the side windows all just shattered, man. And well, actually, the windshield just sort of did a weird thing, but the side windows all just thing. And they said, yeah, when stuff like that happens, there could be dirt on the glass, and it could just give you like a little micro cut. Because I really wasn't cut. I don't remember having any cuts or anything. But they said it could just give you like a little micro cut, and where you don't even know it, you don't even see it, but it's enough where that dirt will get in your system and it can cause an infection. It gets in your bloodstream, and that's what happened apparently. So. So that's my story about flatbedding. After that, I went back to, actually from there I went to reefers. I hated reefers because reefers are a pain in the ass, and it was a company job, and they only paid an extra 2 cents a mile or something. And I'm like, it's not worth the 2 cents a mile. You can take your 2 cents a mile and shove it up your ass. Well, actually that was a lease deal, and that was a suck ass job. And then from there I went back to dry vans, and I'm like, look, I'm old. If I was in my 20s, I could fucking tarp the shit out of this shit, and it would be like no problem. If I was in my 20s or even early 30s or whatever. But I was like my 50s when I was doing it, and I was like, I'm way too old to be climbing up these fucking things and trying to learn how to tarp. It's not like if I had been tarping, let's say, my whole life up to that point, I'm sure it would be all muscle memory and it would all be down, But I was just learning it in my early 50s, and I wasn't in the shape that I was in my 20s. So I remember doing it in the hot sun in Dallas, trying to tarp a load. I'm just like, man, I am way too old for this shit. And I kept saying, man, I wish I was 25. This would be a fucking breeze. This would be a cakewalk. But anyhow, so then I did the reefers. I hated the reefers. It was a pain in the ass. And then I went back to the dry vans because I'm just like, look, I'm just going to do it simple. I'm old. I'm cranky. I'm out of shape, compared to what I was in my 20s. So dry vans, 53 dry vans, that's my thing. I'm just going to do that. And that's what I did all the way until I stopped driving last year. I know I'm way behind in the chat now with that deal. 56 Rich says, Trucker John's trailer trash. Just kidding. Killer says, Trucker John's lot lizards, laughing out loud. I mean, we could say lot lizards, but it is a bit derogatory if you want to know the truth. I mean, you're basically being a whore. And I don't think you guys are whores. And not that I have anything against sex workers. I shouldn't say the word whore, but it's just like, That's what a lot lizard is a sex worker. So if you guys want to be sex workers, well, that's up to you. Crimson 66 says she does have a prenuptial, which she just renegotiated. Talking about Melania. Jeff Curry, hey Jeff Curry, thanks for coming by. Says 49 degrees here today, and I couldn't find my mankini. Yeah, really. That's when it gets that warm. It's time to break out the mankinis. Thanks, Jeff, for being here. I know I've seen you in the other chat rooms. You haven't seen you in here in a while, so thanks for being here. Keith Pollitt. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Keith Pollitt says, Truckies got your attention. Yeah, that got my attention. I still think I like hitchhikers, maybe, but I don't know. Rose Blake says, Jeff, laughing out loud. Adam West says, Triva, I like that too. Truckies, Truckies might stick. Adam West says, or Father Muckers, laughing out loud. Gear Jammers from Ken QB. Hey, Ken QB, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming on in. Gear Jammers, yeah, my Gear Jammers, that might work. Triva says, so no on Truckies. Well, I don't know. I guess we're still in the early stages of this, I guess. Surrender says, when the wind blows, it whispers Trump. Seriously, Google Nelly, the elephant. She wanders off with a Trumpy Trump. It's a fart still. Rose Blake says, I feel sorry for those lizard ladies. That's got to be a hard job. But boom. I think there was a drum sting in there somewhere. Crimson City says the co-pilots. Yeah, I was thinking about co-drivers, something like that. Philly 3000 says he's also the one from Woodstock. Joe Kahn, you might remember that. No, I don't. Nope, I don't remember that. Seha says it's Mad Mac. I thought it was Mad Mac, actually. I didn't want to be, Mr. Know-it-all. The chatter, not Mad Max. Okay, NMKC Oriema says hit. That was a correction then from a typo from earlier. Cheryl Listen Blog says you liked Hitchhikers. I did like Hitchhikers. I do, for some reason. Jeff Curry Convoy. Well, yeah, I mean, that would be like, but it wouldn't be what I could call my chatters, my chat room, I don't think. Would we? I don't know. Keith Pollitt says, have you come across any autonomous vehicles on the road? Well, they do have a whole bunch of them here in Vegas. That there are these companies that are trying to map out the place, I guess, and they're running these cars. But there are people in them. But supposedly they are driving autonomously. I don't know, but they're not taking any customers or like for rideshare or anything like that. Not yet. I mean, I guess they're getting all the data, collecting all this data for, in the future having the autonomous car. But as far as actually, taking customers, I haven't seen that. Oh, you know what? Maybe I have though. There was one, but I think they stopped. There was another. What was the company? I forget. I thought I saw passengers in the back seat, but so maybe I'm standing corrected, But anyhow, but yeah, I've seen them. They're like these little SUVs, or like kind of big SUVs that they use. I just sort of like bit my inside of my mouth. Miss T. Marie 83 says, rest in peace, Otto. Yep. Rest in peace, Ken. Sort of Monkey says, how many dead hitchhikers can John fit in his garage? Not all of them, I'm sorry. Yeah, not all of them. 50 plus, Albuquerque, yeah. Hey, 50 plus. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for me. Kellahella says, lumber sucks. You have constantly retighten straps. And you have to retighten the straps with every load. We used to do a lot of those, picking up those like crushed cars and taking them down to these steel mills that would recycle the steel and make these steel beams. And those were constantly having to, I forget what the regulation is. I think you're supposed to stop like every 75 miles. And I might go longer than that, but I was constantly stopping and just amazed about how much, I thought I cranked it down so tight, but you just have to keep redoing it. Philly 3000 says Joe had his company on the East Orange South Orange Bridge in New Jersey in the 70s. Wow. Back in the good old days. NMKC Oriema says, I didn't do flatbeds, hauled heavy. Oh, yeah, okay. 3 axles, 3 drive axles, 3 tandems with 6 axle double flip. And that's something that you can make good money on that. Like what I did, it was just, not that great of money. But when you start getting into specialized, that's what I would call sort of like specialized, right? You can make some good money on that. I should have done that. Adam Wilson says that's horrible. I'm not sure. I'm so far behind. I don't know what that was. I don't remember what that was about. Crimson 66 says John's chicken coop. Welcome to the chicken coop. Although, I didn't really haul any chickens. I wasn't a chicken hauler. I never did any livestock of any type. No cows, no pigs, no chickens. Karen Bass says, "Yikes." Maybe that was about when I flipped over. AJ1 pancreatitis was a separate thing. That was a separate issue. I got that in 2015. The thing with the when I got that infection, that was a completely different thing. That was in what, 2008, I think. And that was a completely different issue. The pancreatitis was 2015. Landed me in a hospital for a couple nights. Passive Wiggins says, bad balls trucking. Adam Wish says, oh no. See, I'm so far back, and I think we're just talking about that in the chat. So maybe I should skip along here, because just to get caught up a little bit. Cheryl Vlog says, my husband works for a shipping company in Tacoma and works on those reefers and generators, I guess. He babysits about 50 of them himself, besides working on the other trucks. He hates those things too. They're a pain in the ass, but they are really necessary to, to haul, produce and frozen foods and meat and stuff. Callahan says, I did tankers, hauled wine around California. Oh, wow. The only tanker I ever did, I had a local job for a little while. And it was just a small little tanker. It was a really dirty job. I was collecting used oil, like from oil change shops and garages and things of this nature. And it was just a little, I think 3,000 gallon tanker, just a small one, kind of small. And I would go around, I would suck up the oil, or sometimes I would just collect the barrels, the big barrels where they put the used oil filters in. And I did that for a little while. And that's a whole other story that maybe I shouldn't get into, because I'll be even further back in the chat. But that was a whole story. I'll just say, here's how I did it. The guy who was the boss of that company was a fucking asshole. He was about 6'5". We were about the same age. So this was back in probably even before 2008, I think. I think it was before I did that, or was it after? I don't know. I think, but anyhow, it was somewhere around there, probably 2006, 2007. So I'm like, how old was I then? I guess I was in my 40s then, huh? Was I? So 2008, I would have been 48. So I guess when I did that, I guess when I was doing that tarping job, I was still 48. I was still in my 40s. I was saying 50s. I was still in my 40s. I was still hating it. Well, anyhow, so this other job, the guy was such a fucking asshole. But he would never direct his shit at me. He would say shit to people, or he would just say shit. I mean, really like hostile work environment type shit, right? So I had already told myself, look, he can say whatever he wants, but the day that he directs it at me and he turns that to me, that's the day I'm walking out. And he only had one tanker, and we did a lot of accounts. We had accounts all over the place in the Antelope Valley. I mean, and he only had one, but he only had that one tanker and the one driver, and that was me. And I'm the only one that could drive it because I had a CDL and he didn't. And I just told myself, okay, look, he can yell and scream all he wants to everybody else, but if the moment that he directs that directly at me, that's the day I say, fuck you, I'm out of here. So of course, one day something happened. Here's what happened. I guess I'm going to tell this story. So here's what happened. Sorry, chat. Uh, we, about maybe once a month or once every other month, whatever, we would go and rent a big, like U-Haul or Ryder moving van, like one of the big ones, like 30-footer or whatever it was. And we would load up all the barrels of those, because in the barrels it was just full of used oil filters. And down in LA, they had a place that they bought those. It was a recycling place. It was just like, like when you take your cans to a recycling place and they give you money for your cans. Well, that's kind of like what this was. But it was, I guess, quite a bit of money. I don't know. And you would take them down there. And so a lot of times it was like he would go down there with me because he knew the guys, he knew the company. I guess he felt like he didn't trust me enough to do it by myself. So one day, though, he sent me, and then he had just hired this other new guy to be kind of a helper around the shop, and not a driver. He wasn't a driver. I was still the only driver. I don't think the other guy was a driver. He didn't have a CDL, but he was there to help us collect, oil and stuff like that. And he had just hired this guy. He was like brand new. So he told me, okay, you guys get the truck, go down and take the load the truck up with the barrels, and go down to LA and do that. And I had done it a few times with him, so I knew how to do it. And then he said, so and just go ahead and pay him $50 or something like that. So when he said pay him $50, I thought he meant, because he'd given me, I don't know the petty cash, or if it was like the money that they paid us, maybe. I don't remember now. It's been a while. Where the money came from. Either he had already given me the money, or it was money that they paid out of the money that they paid for that load of those recycled oil filters. So I thought he meant, pay this new guy. Just go ahead and pay him $50 for the day or whatever, for going down there and doing that. So I'm like, okay. So we go down there. We take the load to LA. They unload it. I guess they paid us money. I guess they paid cash. I don't know. And then I went ahead and just paid the new guy who had helped unload it and everything, $50, because I thought that's what he meant. So then we went back. It was by the time we get back, it's like time to quit. The guy goes home or whatever, and then what's his face comes in, the boss, his name was Skip, and he didn't really even own it, but he kind of claimed that he had been a long time partner with the owner or whatever, I don't know. But so then he tells me, like, oh no, that's right. I paid the dock. I gave the dock workers, because they're the ones that, like, we would just offload it to the edge, and then they would take it from the edge of the truck and take it to the dock and take it to the recycling part. So I gave the guy at the dock $50. That's who I paid. Now that I remember, it wasn't the kid. I paid the guy $50 because I thought because I had never seen the transaction. I'd never seen what had gone on. And I was basing that on my experience as a truck driver, where I had paid lumpers many times, many more times than $50. There was many times where I paid lumpers $100, $200, $300 to offload a truck. So I'm like, so to me, given that dock guy $50 was not out of the question. It was not even. It didn't even. Now I'm remembering it. So I paid. I paid that. And apparently, Skip never paid those guys. Or anything. Other than whatever arrangement they had for. I think they paid him for the recycling. But I think it was all done. I think that was all done through the mail or something, because I don't think I got any cash. Skip had given me the $50. I guess I was supposed to pay that kid, but instead I paid the dock worker. So anyhow, when Skip came in, it was quitting time when we're leaving. The kid had already left, I think, the new guy. I call him a kid. He was like in his 20s or whatever. And then he goes, somehow we got in the conversation about how it went. I said, yeah, everything went good. I paid the guy $50, and like you said, and he's like, wait. He goes, you paid them down there $50? And then I was like, yeah. Then he just like, no. He goes, no. I waited for you to pay, the new guy $50, whatever. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know. I thought you paid them the $50. He goes, no. So then he just goes off and starts just saying, I'm a motherfucker, I'm an idiot. And he was saying like he was gonna kill me. Here's what he said: I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna chop your head up, bury you in the desert, and throw your head in over $50, right? And so then I was just like, I just sat there because the thing is, I had mentally prepared myself for this day because I knew what he was like. I knew he was a weird hothead who would blow up at people. And he had never blown up at me before. But I like I said, I had mentally prepared myself for this day. That when he directed it to me, I was just gonna start packing my shit. Because I had a little desk and I had my little stuff at the desk. I had like a little picture of my kids and then, everything else. And that's where I would do my paperwork. And I had a book where I would log all the accounts that we had collected from and all that kind of stuff. So I just went to my desk, very calmly, quietly, started picking up my shit. And then he's like, oh no. And he's like, oh no, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then he tries to make up. And I go, fuck you, I quit. And he's like, no. And I go, fuck you. And I grab my stuff. And I goes, get the fuck out of my way. And I get out. I just walk to my car. And then he starts coming after me. But he's like, now he's begging me not to leave. Because now he knows he's fucked. Because he has no driver. And he's got 50 accounts, that is keeping his business alive, to pick up those things. And there's a bunch of other companies that do this shit, bigger companies and probably better companies, and they were just chomping at the bit to get all his accounts. And so and he's like, no, please don't. I'm sorry, don't quit. I just go, fuck you. You're an asshole. I'm not working for you anymore. I'm not gonna put up your shit. I don't take shit like this. I just got in my car, and I drove away, and I looked in the mirror, and you could just see he was deflated. He was just like, And I would say that company, I think they went out of business. He went out of business within 6 months. And environmental, let's see, what is it? There's a couple of companies. I forget the names of them now. I'm sure they gobbled up all his accounts, and he went out of business. And to this day, it's one of the happiest memories I have of where I was able to just tell someone, no, fuck you, you fucked up royally, and now you're fucking out of business. So that was that. That was my only really tanker experience, but it wasn't like a 18-wheeler, big, 10,000 gallon type thing or whatever. It was like a little small 3,000 or 3,500 gallon little kind of straight, looks like a straight truck, but it did have air brakes and it did have a gross vehicle weight rating and all that kind of stuff. So it did take a CDL to drive it. Anyhow, I think I'm gonna have to. I guess I should probably scroll down a little bit here. Sorry guys, I'm missing some of the chats, but I know I'm way behind in the chats. Oh, the chicken coop refers to way stations. Yeah, way station. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Mud Flappers says Seha. Hey, there's Pinko. Thanks for being here. Trucker John and the Bandits. We're going to do what they say can't be done. Thanks. Fucko. I said Pinko. Fucko. I think is what it is, right? Thanks for being here. Adam Welch says, didn't trucker salaries go from 110,000 per year down to like 20 to 30,000? I have no idea. They seem to think that every trucker makes, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Your company drivers don't, normally, unless it's some really specific company. There are some good companies, but there's Billy Kid 73. Hey, brother, me, formerly Bill Deacon. Good to see you. Oh, okay. Hey, Bill Deacon. May I call you Bill Deacon, just for old time's sake? Andrew says listening to Journey's Ken's favorite. Yeah, Jolie told me that was Ken's favorite band. 56 says Thanks for cheering me up, guys. Well, I'm glad we could do that. Or not me, but the rest of the people in the chat. So thanks so much. Let's see here. I'm just going to scroll up because I know I'm really behind in the chat here. Philly 3000 says, when did you start trucking? I didn't start trucking until around 2004, and I was 44 years old. So it wasn't something that I did, from an early age. And it would have been easier, if you start earlier. I think it would be easier, you just have so many more years experience. And when you're older, it is a little bit harder to learn new stuff, especially, things like, if you're doing flatbed and stuff like that, I guess kind of skipping along here. Hey, there's Jolie. Hi, Jolie. Thanks for being here. Glad you could make it. You can see I'm really behind here in chat. 56 Nick Rich says, I've offloaded thousands of trailers over 35 years, then assembled the stuff. Never heard of limpettes. Like I said, I'm skipping, so I don't know if that was a reference to something else. Lumpers. Yeah, lumpers are just like the people that work in the docks and unload trucks. They call them lumpers. Let's see here. I'm trying to get a little caught up. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit here. Karen Bass says, do you think they ever really learn from their bad behavior? You talking about like that asshole boss I had? I think, I don't know. If he didn't learn a lesson from that, then there's no helping that motherfucker. Billy Kid 73, formerly known as Bill Deegan, says lumpers are at warehouse too cheap to hire in-house dock workers. Where I go, it's just where I would go. It's just however they have it set up, the ones I like the best were where it was already set up between the company and it was all billed through, they would just bill them. I didn't have to touch it. I didn't have to worry about it. But then there were some times where I had to pay them, and then I would get reimbursed for it. I think usually, like when I owned my own truck, like when I was a company driver, I never paid for it. But sometimes I would have to. You would still have to pay using, the e-checks or whatever. But if I ever paid out of my own cash when I was an owner operator, I was an independent contractor. Schneider would pay me back for all that shit. Killaz says, did regulation kill trucking? I hear that a lot, but I was way after that, so I don't know the difference. I'm ignorant to it all. Okay, guys, I'm just scrolling along because I know I'm real behind there. Jolie says hi to Pete Pisces and Billy Kid. Hey, Jolie, yeah, we got some new. I've seen a lot of new faces here in the crowd, in the chat room. I guess we could call the chat room the chicken coop, and the chatters could be my hitchhikers. I kind of like hitchhikers. But it seems like a lot of people like truckies, I think. So I don't know. We're coming up with names for the chatters and stuff. MJ McDan, why did I add a Mick to your name? MJ Daniel says, I am taking a second IT bachelor's degree at the age of 61. Challenging. Wow, okay. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. 56 words. There's that beautiful lady. Hey, Julie. Swinner Monkey says, so I'm always puzzled about how Trump gets his drugs imported. No, is it number? Swinner? No, yeah, you've got me confused. Is that through his knowledge of how many personal shipments were stopped at the border? I don't know. He probably is mad that the Biden under Biden, the Border Patrol and Customs and all that is doing such a good job that it's getting harder for him to get his drugs. Fucko says Trucker John and family trucksters, you think you hate it now, but wait till you drive it. Okay. Kenneth says lumpers, manual labor. Yeah, they're lumping, man. Billy Kid 73 says salad fucko. Kelly Ellis says $1,000 loads went to a couple $100. Adam Bush says, although Truckee is a town in California. Yes, as I had mentioned earlier. It's right along the Donner Pass there on I-80. 56 Nick Rich says, cluckers in the coop. My cluckers in the coop. Okay, well, we'll see what sticks. Elizabeth says, MJ Daniel, I would love to get my MA or my PhD. Do it, Elizabeth. Do it. Crimson 66 says, hitchhikers in the coop, laughing out loud. Adam Washington says, Fucko, not bad. Andrea says, Adam, okay, lots of otherwise, okay, we can chat later. Elizabeth says, truckies. My truckies. The truckies. That does seem to be popular. You guys seem to like that one. Crystal Waters, be right back. Okay, Crystal. Swindler Monkey says, hi, Jolie. I'm going to skip the highs. Make John call us the hitchhikers. I do like that one, actually. Karen Beth says, we could be backseat drivers. Or co-drivers. I threw that one out. I threw that one out, but no one really seemed to like it. Elizabeth says, hitchers. Yeah, that could work. Adam Wilson says, going to have to do a lot of rewinding. I keep walking around and missing stuff. All right. You rewind. Be kind, rewind. Jolie's reminding everybody, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much. Give me those thumbs ups. Appreciate you guys. We got up to 1,300 just yesterday, so that was a really nice surprise. I was not sure if I was going to get it by yesterday, and man, by the end of the show we had 1,300, so that was awesome. Adam Weston says, Hitcher's Guide to the Vegas Galaxy. Fucko says, $10,000 to anyone who got my family trucksters reference. Now I'm going to have to scroll back. I want that 10 grand. No, I'm just kidding. Adam Weston says, my neighbors are chickens, laughing out loud. I hope I don't have any barbecue sauce in my mustache. I can kind of taste it because I had a piece of chicken earlier, and it was that I got some more of that Albertsons mango habanero chicken, and it's got like a barbecue sauce on it. Elizabeth says, did I say truck nuts earlier? I don't know, but truck nuts, yeah, that could work. That's kind of funny. Sprinter Monkey says, we are all baggage. Adam Weston says, gee, I wonder why. Jeff Curry says, Fick. Was it metallic P? I don't know. Jolie says, I'll have to hear all the options to cast my vote. There's been quite a few thrown out there. Billy Kid 73 says, Fucko, vacation. All I ever wanted, vacation. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. Ken QB says, the Bears. TJ and the Bears. Oh, yeah, I remember that show. With Claude Atkins, I think, or whatever. Adam Winters says, I love your trucking stories. Trucker John, laughing out loud. Rose Blake says, I like the truck nuts. That's 2 votes for truck nuts. Elizabeth says, truckies again. Ken Ellis says, Ken QB, that's a good one. Swindler Monkey, trucking nutters. Adam Winters says he got it. Crystal Waters says, my brother is a trucker. All right. Lots of truckers around, that's for sure. Adam Winters says, oh, now how can you wire me the dough? Laughing out loud. 56 Nick Fritz says, truckies. Elizabeth. Thumbs up. All right, it might be truckies. Truckies might win. I don't know. Gina Maynard says, Terra Yachters. Terra Yachters. KQB says the car from Family Vacation. Oh, that's right. Rose Blake, TJ Hookers. Yeah, I guess if you didn't like lot lizards, I don't know. Fucko 50 feet. Elizabeth 56 laughing. Kellahella says the Flatlanders. Billy Kid 73 says Iron Duke, another good trucking movie. Iron Duke. I don't think I ever saw that. Never saw it. Elizabeth says Trucklers. Instead of Sparklers, Trucklers. That's kind of a cute one. Yeah. Trucklers. I kind of like that, Elizabeth. 56 Nick Rich says Truck LS, like Truckles. Truckles? Oh, Truckles. Truckles. I think I like Trucklers, actually. Elizabeth might have the winning one right there. Peter says Glad Hands. Oh yeah, Glad Hands. That's kind of good. Yeah, because the Glad Hands are for the air hoses, airlines. My Glad Hands. Yeah. Peter, that's a good one. Hey Peter, by the way, I don't know if I've seen you in here before. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming by. We are just shooting some ideas. We're just sort of spitballing right now about, I guess, how Hal has sparklers, and I guess my subscribers would be maybe trucklers. I kind of like that one, Elizabeth. But a lot of people like truckies, and we'll see what were the popular ones. There was a few other ones, but Peter says Glad Hands. That's a little kind of maybe, sort of a deep cut, deep dive or whatever. Rosebeck says TJ Hooker was a television show. I know. So literally TJ Hooker, the TV show. But to take it, the play on the word could be like Trucker John Hooker. You know what I mean? Which is another way of saying lot lizard. I don't know. But I get you. I got it. Adam Welch says Trucklers and Truck Nuts are both fun. Yeah, Truck Nuts was another one. Yeah. Bob LeBlanc says Unhitchables, the Unhitchables. That's kind of funny, Bob. Nick Kalinkos, greetings from Greece. No idea how I got here, but loving it. Well, thanks for being here, Nick. From Greece. That's pretty awesome. How's Greece this time of year? I've never been there, but every picture, every video, every movie I've ever seen of it, it looks really beautiful. So hope you're doing well there in Greece. Fucko says Trucker John and the Convoy. Yeah, someone mentioned Convoy earlier. 56 Hours Elizabeth, you've got it. And the laptop too. Oh, does Elizabeth have the laptop now? Billy Kid says Fifth Wheelers. Crystal Water says I love trucklers. I do too, Crystal. I like trucklers. Seha says Mud Flappers. Mud Flappers, yeah, that's kind of funny. The Mud Flappers. Just flapping in the mud. Elizabeth says Hitchers. And yeah, I think we mentioned Hitchers earlier. Swinner Monkey says, how about future murder victims that felt safe because Trucker John's YouTube channel disarmed our natural suspicion of guys with dead bodies in his cab? Yeah, that's funny. My future murder victims. Helicala says, Elizabeth's got it going on. Elizabeth's got it going on. Rose Blake is laughing. Yeah. Hey, Rose, thanks for being here, by the way. Kellahella says, Kingpins. Yeah, my Kingpins. Crimson 66, John, you'll have to pick your favorite and we can vote on it. Well, I think my favorite is Trucklers. I think Trucklers is my favorite. Jeff Curry, some reason I'm wanting a Pepsi product placement. Oh, can you guys see my Pepsi back there? Because when I look, I'm just seeing, I see the chat. Oh yeah, there it is right there, yeah. Here, I should probably, if I'm gonna do it, I should probably, make it more visible. I'm not getting anything from them, but let's see. Bob LeBlanc says hi all. Well, hello Bob. Thanks for being here. Highway Tabloids. Elizabeth says, write down the options and do a poll. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I guess the top options would be trucklers, truckies, hitchers, what were the other top ones? Mud flappers. Let's see, what else were the top ones? I guess I could do that. I would have to get out of this page here. Let's see, we got a new person, looks like. Mike's Organic Videos. I am a brand new subscriber, and I've liked some of the names I've heard. But I was thinking about Good Buddies. Oh, yeah, that's good. As in, yeah, 10 for Good Buddy. That's a good one, Mike. My Good Buddies. I still like trucklers. Because then it has that tie-in with Hal, and, you know, I feel like a lot of us are sparklers, you know. I don't know. My Indra Kala shorts. Good morning. Good morning to you, even though for me it's the 5:14 p.m. But yeah, thanks for being here. Glad to see you. Foco says, oh snap, I didn't know someone already said convoy. I hate repeating someone else's ideas, sorry. That's okay. You know, you can't read everything in the chat because it's far back up there. I don't expect everyone to just go back and reread the chat. Gino Maynard said, do Patreon members have access to Hal's show at Flappers? Ooh, I don't know, Gino. I thought he said something about he didn't know if they were set up, and probably not because he's the only one that does it, and I don't know if he did it or not. But that is a very good question. Peter says, where do we contribute to your site? Oh, if you look into the description, I think I have a link to Buy Me a Coffee, and there is a link to PayPal, and Buy Me a Coffee, I like that one because we're trying to do a little thing to raise money to get a new computer so we can make the show even better, if you can believe that. I know it's hard to believe that we can make the show even better. But if you want to do that, that'd be awesome, Peter. Thank you so much for asking. Thanks for being here. Make sure you give me the thumbs up and all that good stuff. Nick Kalanikos. Well, it's quite cold now. Really? Wow. Waiting for April to come so we can go swimming finally. We are actually getting ready for our road trip to the U.S. We'll be coming for 3 weeks. All right. So I guess you're going to fly or take a boat here. And then you're going to get a car and just, what, you're just going to drive cross country or something? That's awesome, Nick. That sounds like a really fun thing. You're going to love it. There's lots of stuff to see out here. My Indra Keller shorts, join please. Okay. join the Trucker John convoy. 56 says, trucklers for the win. Well, I guess maybe we should do a poll. I don't know. But I have to write down stuff and do it. Should I do that now? I guess I could do it now. Funko says, Trucker John and the retreads. That's kind of funny. Chess. Hey, Chess. Aren't you a famous actor? Yes, very famous actor. You may have seen me in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where I had a role as a football player, a background role. But there are no small roles, only small actors. Surrender Monkey says, truckers or mud flappers, because it's hard. It's Hal adjacent. Seha is a genius. Yeah, that is Surrender Monkey. You're absolutely right. Well, you said truckers. I thought I said trucklers. I think trucklers or mud flappers is Hal adjacent. Yeah, but I think I like trucklers better. Rosebeck says, I still love truck nuts. Yeah, well, it is a good one. I should write these down, damn it. I gotta go find a piece of paper now and do that. I wonder if Jolie could do that for me. Jolie, could you make a list for me and make a poll? Please? Please, Jolie? If you're not too busy. And white liners, Killa says. Yeah, the white line. Stay over the, don't cross that white line. Stay between the white lines. Peter says, I like that pink. Philly 3000, did you hear that Trump is claiming bankruptcy? I did not hear that. I did not hear it. That must have just happened then. What would that be? Like it's number 7 for him? My Indra Keller shorts. Indra says hello. Let's see here. I am going to skip over some because I'm really super behind. I think Rich says 8:14 p.m. here. Wow. Okay. Kimchi says, you can be a truckler, but I am an Ubermensch. That's true, you know, because I have been driving Uber for almost a year now. But this is the Trucker John channel, so I don't know. And I do still have my CDL, so until my CDL expires in about 3 years from now, I think I can still call myself Trucker John. And then even after that, if I want to, because I think it's like, you know, there are old retired dudes that may have a nickname from, you know, what they did years ago. Ken QB says after he gets the recording, it is not streaming tonight. Oh, okay. So he's going to stream it probably, I don't know, tomorrow or something. MKC Oriema says, Hal said he would post it as soon as he could. The Flappers show, that is. Mud Flappers. Kimchi says, sorry I fell asleep listening to your dulcet tones, John. Oh, there you go. That's me. I'm just, if I have one talent, it's putting people to sleep. Jeff Curry says, hey, Kimchi. Adam Webster says, not feeling creative. I like trucklers. I think of anything better, I'll drop a chat. Alrighty then. You do that. Kelly, you can give your old hard drive to Elizabeth. Karen Blass says, I think Hal said something about trying to set something up for the set. Falco says, Trucker John and the Binnies, no sleep till November. Crystal Water says, hey there. I'm just skipping down, trying to get caught up here. Philly 3000s, I don't know about that news outlet. It might not have been reliable. Jeff Curry says, smokestackers. Yeah. Okay, yeah. My intro color shorts, I don't know what language that is, but I hope it's good. So yeah, it says, I already said something about the cherry pesque. 56 says boggies. Karen Beth says, ooh, a pole. I like poles. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to get a piece of paper and something to write with, and then just try to make a pole. I guess. Is that what this is coming down to? Let's see here. Is this gonna make me further behind in the chat? Peter would have liked to have seen 150 million for EJCG. Well, there's more to come, so it might get up to that. 56 different Uber John, a new channel? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stick with this one, Nick. Elizabeth Mud Trucklers. Sort of a combination, but I think the Flappers was the key part of that one though. Mutter Trucklers. Surrender Monkey says, Scooby-Doo's growing suspicion that all truckers murder hitchhikers and has evidence that he didn't post on Getter. Matt Get's girlfriend. Kimchi Love and Elizabeth. Andrea, Mud Truckers. Adam Wesh's Trucklers, Truck Nuts, Trucker John and the Family, Trucksters, Hitchhikers, The Unhitched, Mutter Trucklers, Mud Flaps. That was pretty much the list, huh? Kimchi says a whole convoy of mutter trucklers. Peter says, yes, Trucklers is growing on me. I'm new to your site. I like that, the name of it. Me too, Peter. I'm with you, Peter, by the way. That is my favorite. I probably shouldn't say it. If we do a poll, I've already biased the poll, right? And that's not good if you're doing a poll. So, Elizabeth, who I think came up with Trucklers, is really pushing hard now for Mutter Trucklers. I'm not really so keen on that one, actually. Alvis Tube says truck offs. You know, I had a TikTok page or whatever you call it, profile, and my name on that one was truck off. You know, like fuck off, but it was truck off. Actually, it was truck off 3. I did the first one. I had truck off 1, and then somehow I fucked up the account when I was first trying to download it. I did something wrong, and then I tried to fix it, but then it kept saying that this already exists. And then, so I could have had truck off 2, but then I thought, well, I like truck off 3 because 3 is my favorite single digit number. So I went ahead and just made truck off 3. That was my name on TikTok. And then I've since disavowed TikTok, and I've deactivated the account because Hal always says it's malware, and so I finally did. I know that some people disagree with him, even some of our fellow sparklers, and that's fine. You can have those disagreements, but I tend to agree with Hal about TikTok. I think it is just malware because I had all of a sudden well over 10,000. You know, what do you call them, subscribers or followers over there. And I think 99.9% of them was just like spam or, you know what I mean? It was just people like just trying to sell shit, like either porn sites or crypto or gold or whatever, you know, it was just weird. So, you know, or adult dating sites or whatever. It was just, that was all it was, basically. You know, so I'm like, this is something shady about this. I don't like it. So I went ahead, and I had that account probably a couple of years or whatever. And then earlier last year, I went ahead and I just, excuse me, pardon me, I just deactivated it. But anyhow, 56 Nick says Trucklers tickles are fancy. Kimchi says you don't have to decide today. Well, I figured it would kind of just. You know, something would sort of rise to the top, I guess. Sehas says, oops, 83 million checking the bankruptcy. Whoops. I'm wiggling the table. Let's see here. Kimchi says, not sure, Adam, that kind of guitar gives me seizures. I missed whatever he said. I don't want to go back. I need to go. I need to move forward, guys. Philly 3000 says, Truckers Unite. That's right. Twilgo says, I like lot lizards. It's got a Steph Miller feel to it. I had mentioned lot lizards before earlier, but I think, you know, that's kind of, you know, I don't know if you want to be called a lot lizard. Trucklers is like getting an iguana as a pet and naming it Iggy. No imagination. Well, I don't know. I think it's imaginative. You know, trucklers. I mean, I've never heard it ever used before. You know. Stormrunner says, does it have to be short and snappy, or can it be long and in an acronym? I demand you tell me right now, and then tell me it's still a 3-week shipping delay. I don't know. I like short and snappy myself personally. So, 56 says Tic-Twats, Texas Paw. I guess that's a term that Texas Paul came up with for TikTok, Tic-Twats. Robert Pripon. Hey, Robert Pripon. You have to give TikTok way too much access to your device. Yeah, I don't like them. Gino Maynard says Diesel Diced? Okay. Elizabeth says I do too. I don't use TikTok. Elizabeth says bless you. So I'm not too far behind because I just sneezed about, 45 seconds ago? Adam Wishes says, Kimchi, do you literally get seizures from that? I get seizures from other stuff, but not guitar. Wow. Peter says, TikTok, you can go truck yourself. That's right. Rose Blake says, I feel sorry for those lot lizard ladies. Well, maybe some of them, but some of them, like, no one's pointing a gun to their head to be there, I don't think. Unless they're being trafficked, but I never saw any evidence of trafficking. So, Tetuk Hindar, but then well, why would I? How would I, right? So, I don't know. Tetuk Hindardo, hey, thanks for being here. It says, hello, sir, good morning, greetings, prosperous, and healthy way. Thank you for the inspiration for clarification of the structure of truck machines usually, brother. Oh, I don't know if I did that or not, but thanks for being here. New person I haven't seen before, so thanks for coming by. Thanks for being in here. Hopefully you like and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. Crystal Water says, I seen a documentary about TikTok. They use a completely different version in China. Ours is more influencers, and theirs is about science, math, etc. And malware. Kimchi says, no, not literally, but I have gotten migraines from crazy music, but lights actually do bring seizures. So be careful, Kimchi. Yeah, like you mentioned in that Durango video that I posted, with all the lights of the going on with all the video slot machines and everything. That if lights, crazy music and lights do that, then you might not want to be there. Focus on Trucker John and the supply chain. That's a good one. Elizabeth is laughing. Fucko says Randy Rhoads was a lot lizard. Randy Rhoads, the guitar player? Because that's how you're spelling it. So, Jolie says, hi, Tatuk Hindardo. Yeah, hi. Thanks for being here. Adam West says, Kimchi, I heard some smart lights flicker, and it sure looks that way. I'm getting worried about my own lights. I seem to be having more seizures after my last injury. Wow. Oh, wow, that's not good. Elizabeth says, MTG and Bobert equal twat stickers. Twat stickers. Rose Blake says, Elizabeth laughing. Swindler Monkey says, okay then, hobos that John disagreed with and stole their teeth, short and snappy. Ta-da. Hobos. You guys want to be my hobos? The followers of Trucker John are hobos. I like trucklers. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's not good. I don't know. But I like it. Trucklers. I don't know. Jeff Curry says, Kimchi, I get dizzy trying to walk out after sun shows, lights and loud. Wow. Peter says, Fucko, don't even start. Crimson 66, I've always heard the term lot lizard used to refer to car salesman. I guess it could. Yeah, I think I've heard that too. It could be a multi definition there, lot lizard. Yeah, it could be. I think I've heard that too. Yeah. Robert Polizzi says, "Hey there, Johnson." Robert Polizzi checking in. Well, thanks for checking in, Robert Polizzi. Glad to see you here. Glad you're here. Make sure you give me that thumbs up. Kimchi says, "Did Trucker John only redrum hitchers or also hookers?" Does Trucker John only red rum? Oh, I get it. Like I've said, I'll usually get it, but sometimes it takes me a minute. Hitchers are also hookers. I refuse to answer that on the grounds of self-incrimination. Kimchi says, hi, Robert. Price's reader says, okay. I said we're not going to be the highs. Robert Polizzi on the road still. Abilene, Texas today. All right. Be careful out there on that road. On the road still. It just doesn't have a quite ring to it. I'm on the road still. That was the original line that Willie had, and then he kept working. He reworked it, and it came up with something different. Surrender Monkey says, "Loud out! Oh my God, I forgot all about the hookers." How could you forget about the hookers? Never forget the hookers. Let's see. Elizabeth says context. Yeah, context. Yeah, about lot lizards maybe. 56 says damn autocorrect. I know. It is the bane of my existence, the damn autocorrect. And then we've got a bunch of hi, Philly 3000. Space Trucklers, remember the movie, Laughing Out Loud? I mean, Space Trucker. I keep saying, now when I'm just filling in, I'm putting the L in automatically when I see truckers. Space Truckers. Space Truckers. Wasn't that a song by UFO or somebody or whatever? Let's see, Space Truckers. I think I do remember that movie. Was that the thing about, or was that Water Pirates or something like that? I don't know. Robert Polizzi says, hey, Kimchi. Skipping on down. Pisces Greeter said, I am back, slept a bit, and eating snacks. Cheese biscuits and cinnamon toasted bread I made. Ooh, cheese biscuits. Cinnamon toasted bread. That sounds good, Pisces Greeter. Fucko, Deep Purple. Oh, what the fuck was I thinking? Thank you, Fucko. Deep Purple did that, yeah. Peter's saying, good evening. I think I am caught up now in the chat, so I could read that one. 56 Nick says, that's it, Fucko. Peter, thank you, Peter. Yeah, so I'm caught up in the chat. Look at there. Look at me. I'm so proud of myself, man. Robert Plissy says, left Rockford for warm weather 3 weeks now. Oh, yeah, Rockford. You guys were freezing your asses up there, huh? Yeah, get to the warmth. That's like I was saying yesterday. I had a lady who was a passenger in Uber, and she had a kind of a, accent, and we were just talking and everything. And I said, so where you from, And she says, Yukon, the Yukon or whatever. And I'm like, oh. And she's, yeah, Canada, up by Alaska or whatever. I'm like, oh, wow. And she goes, yeah, it was 30 below up there when we left. I'm like, oh my gosh. So she came down here just to get out of the cold for a while. Pisces says, thank you, Trucker John. I wish I can send my snacks to everyone. Yeah, do you have enough to share? Did you bring enough to share with everyone? Kimchi says, 3 people need to hit the like button. God damn it. What do we got? 98 thumbs ups. I'm seeing 98 thumbs ups. Let's make sure we get those, and let's get those subscribers up. Our next goal is 1,500. When we hit 1,500, Pisces Greeter is going to make cheese biscuits for all of us. I'm only kidding. That's a joke. Don't hold me to it. I don't want anybody, saying, "Hey, where's my cheesy biscuit?" Thunder Monkey says, "Does it matter? Does it matter? Really? I'm going to always consider myself the hitchhiker that lived and told the story." I'm sure I'm nailing that. Yeah, you survived. You lived to tell the tale. 56 Nick Rich says, already more than 2 hours. Has it been 2 hours? Oh yeah, shit. Wow, guys. Oh yeah, we're overtime. We are in overtime. When I'm doing this with you guys, the time just flies by. It really, really does. It's really awesome. You guys are great. We had one little trolley guy a little earlier, but I didn't mind him, really, I didn't mind him at all. But other than that, I think you guys have been great. Great bunch of trucklers, or mud flappers or whatever. But I guess, maybe I should probably end this pretty soon, and I should probably do some Uber driving tonight. It's Friday night. AVN is in town. AVN is the Adult Video something awards, I think. That's basically the porno stars are in town, and who knows, I might pick up a porno star or two. But there's conventions and there's things going on, so I should probably get out there and earn some money. I gotta be an earner. Philly 3000 says Dennis Hopper, he played in Space Truckers. I don't know. I don't remember that movie. Rose Blake says 99. We're at 101. Thank you guys so much for keeping up on those, on the thumbs ups for me and all that good stuff. Really, really do appreciate it. Getting us in the algorithm, bringing in new people in the show, new subscribers. It's all because of you guys. It wouldn't happen without you guys, you know? It really, really wouldn't. Because you guys help to get the algorithm going, you know, by liking and subscribing and sharing and commenting, all that stuff. It puts us out there. So it's because of you guys. It's because of you guys. We're at 1,300. We're over 1,300. I'm seeing 1.32 now. So awesome. And man, I owe it all to you guys. So thank you so much. Let's see here. Let me just see here. Fucko says, it might not roll off the tongue so well, but I like Trucker John and the Rutger Hauer Hitchers. There you go. Elizabeth says, I got to go make some food. Thank you. Go make some food, Elizabeth. Rose Blake says, The Hitcher was a great movie. I think I remember that movie. Yeah, Rutger Hauer. Yeah. Peter C says it works. Trucklers. Yeah, I think so, Peter. I think you're right. Surrender Monkey says, Sir, that was a terrible English accent. I'm from Lancashire. Google it. All right, sir. Well, and good day to you, sir. And a good day to you, sir. Adam Wesher says, oh, nice. That would be fun. I always wanted to go do that. To do what? I missed something. I don't know. 56 says, the avian maybe? I don't know. Is Stormy in town? I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever. But if I see her, I will say, hey, Stormy. The Trucklers say hi, or something like that, you know? See, once I have a nickname for you guys, you know, I can start bandying it about. If I see Stormy Daniels out here, I'm going to go, hey, Stormy. Trucklers, they say hi. And they're on, they got your back because they really, you know, sympathize with, you know, what you had to see and witness and, you know. Anyhow, Elizabeth says, night all. Well, night all to you. Rest in peace, Kenneth Otto. Yes. Rest very much. Rest in peace. Rest in power. Rest in peace. All that stuff. Robert Polizzi says, love you guys. Hard to compete typing on phone. Yeah, that's the struggle is real, Peter. No, who was it? Robert Polizzi. Wait, who said it? Where am I? Oh, yeah, it was Robert. Robert Polizzi. Yes, the struggle is real. You, me, and Nick Rich 56, we can all relate to that. About the trying to type on that little tiny keypad thingy-majigger. Ice Pirates was the movie. Yeah, I remember that one. I think I mentioned that. Karen Blass says, you're all awesome. Robert Felicity says, Trucker John, exclamations. Sort of Monkey, I'm so drunk. I'm so drunk, I'm an accidental hitchhiker. Victim stuck on his bumper. I'm going to keep doing awful English accents, Sort of Monkey. So get used to it. I will continue to do my horrible English accents every time I see you because I know that you can take it. That's the thing about you. You can take it because you're just good that way, man. You're good that way. Robert Perpon says, Def, don't tell Stormy the trainers said hi. We'll say the truckler says hi. Yeah. Rose Blake says, I have never seen a truck driver in a turtleneck. Am I wearing a turtleneck? 56 years. How would you recognize her, John? Seen some flicks? Well, I've seen her in the news, and when that whole thing was going down, she was in the news. Like, was it 2016 or whatever? She was in the news every goddamn night, and on every, you know, whatever Twitter feed, and you know, I mean, how could you not see her for a while there? But and in full disclosure, I've never watched any of her flicks. Not that it's beneath me or beyond me or whatever. I just, you know, I just never watched her movies. Philly 3000 says, ask Stormy if she has the tape of Trump being spanked, laughing out loud. Oh yeah, I should ask her that. Peter says, Trucklers Union shall be your fan club. Trucklers Union. There you go. Sort of Monkey says, good night. Kenneth Otto, loved and remembered. Be at peace. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for those That nice sentiment there. Tyler Tuck says, thank you very much. Robert Purpa, but Stormy was never had a truck ran on her, but I bet she's a lot of trays. All right, Robert Purpa. All right, guys, I'm the hand, the evil hand that hits the X button that ends the show is starting to come up there, and I'm just looking down here real quick. Robert Roseblake says it's a movie on with a trucker and a turtleneck. Yeah, you might see one every now and then if it's really cold or something. All right, guys. Jolie says, help the Trucker John live stream. Buy me a coffee. That's absolutely a great way to support the show, grow the show, get the show better. Thank you, guys. And the number one thing is like, subscribe, share, and get the word out. And before you know it, we're going to be at 1,500. I bet you. I bet you, man. Help me. Help you. Help me. Grow the show. Make it better and bigger, better, and stronger. And it's fun watching it. It's fun to watch it grow. And that did not sound right. That didn't sound right. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I knew I had said something wrong or not right. But anyhow, guys, thanks for being here, man. It's great to hang out with you. And thanks so much. And just rest in peace, Ken Otto.